What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Krusty, and today in this video we are going to be showing you guys my weekly breakdown analysis that I do every single weekend, where basically I pick my top pairs that I like and I'm going to stick with those pairs to trade for the week coming. So with that being said and done, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below so that way you guys can see each and every single one of these future videos, and not only just these videos but any tips, trips, breakdowns, all of that stuff. Go ahead, subscribe down below, turn on your post notifications so you know when I do upload every single time. And if this video did help you out in any way, shape, or form at all, please be sure to blow the fuck up out the comments and the like button, so that way I know that this content is really helping you guys out, so I can basically motivate myself to produce more content just like this one alone. So anyways, with all that said, let's get straight into the video. I've got 4 of my top picks for the week that I'm going to be looking into, and they are GJ, Gold, GU, and AU. So basically 3 USD pairs and then 1 GJ, which is going to be the Japanese yen, as you guys know. So we're going to go ahead and just start off with the top-down analysis, as I always do. So looking into our weekly analysis, right now we are in some sort of a range on GJ, so not really anything crazy happening right now, aside from the fact that we are at a very strong resistance level on our weekly. So if you look back at previous history, what do you see right here? You see price basically try to break above, get swatted down below, try to break above, swatted down below, and it literally just absolutely melts for months on end. Looking back over here, what do you see price do? It literally hits this structural level of resistance and it melts for about a couple months, right around here, maybe 2-3 months, and then breaks up above, retest, support, resistance, and now look at what we're acting as, some sort of a resistance. So what is the probability that price is going to sell off at this level for a short period of time? Very likely, right? So looking into this and looking into the lower time frame, let me get rid of that. Looking into the lower time frame, you can see prices basically starting to close and trade below that general area. Looking into our 4-hour, you can see we are in some sort of a range within this general area right here. If I were to draw out my box, and we basically got our breakout confirmation right here, right? So the next thing that I'm really waiting for is some sort of a retracement following with a structural pattern to go ahead and take this short, because of the fact that if you look at this right now, if we were in session, obviously right now at the time that I'm recording this, it is a Saturday night. If we were in session, this would be some sort of a trade that I'd take, just because of the fact that if you look at where price is at, we are retesting our consolidation box zone, and at the same time, if you look back at previous history on the lower time frames, we are at some sort of a support resistance level, acting as a resistance, right? And not only that, but we are downtrending to the downside. If I were to basically draw out my fib from this point to this point, where are we at? We literally tapped our 78.6% extension, and we're basically melting beyond that point. Not only that, but we lined up with our consolidation box. So the biggest thing that I want to see coming into Sunday night is for some sort of a consolidation within this general area, just for a little bit, because obviously I don't want to take a trade if it's not in session, but a little bit of consolidation and some sort of a breakout of this trend line right here to then go ahead and take a short position. But if this trend line does not break, I am not going to be taking a short position, because price wants to hit a bigger retracement. Because if you look into this 4-hour time frame, what is it doing? This is literally all one move right here with absolutely no retracement at all. So if price were to give me some sort of retracement, I literally want to see price come back up and retest our weekly level just one more time, because not only would we basically be breaking this consolidation zone, but it's giving us a new structural level of a lower high to then continue back down and give us the next lower low. So my initial target would be to take a position up here and have my target all the way down here, because if you look left, what is that? Some sort of a strong support, some sort of resistance, support, sloppiness, and then looking back over here, you see some sort of support, resistance, right? So that would be my ideal zone. Obviously, with stop loss, I'd wait to have my candlestick confirmation, whether it's some sort of a bearish engulfing, shooting star, hammer, whatever sort of that, and then put my stops above the wick and basically just continue on from there, right? So I want some sort of a steeper retracement. So just be careful with this. If you guys want to be a lot more aggressive, you could definitely take a position down here, set your stops above that structural level, and setting your targets all the way down here. If price gets stopped out there, then you can definitely have another entry. It's not wrong to obviously take your first initial entry and lose a trade, as long as you're trading your plan. I really see no type of wrong within that, right? That you can take multiple entries on specific trade setups. Sometimes I'll take 2 short positions on a specific pair before my third one hits all the way down, because of the fact that I can anticipate where market is going, and it's just a matter of when it does, right? So with GJ, I'm looking for shorts. If I were to be looking for buys, I want to see price break above this weekly level and hold strong as some sort of resistance to then continue, some sort of support, sorry, to then continue back up to the upside. But until then, I'm literally just short on GJ because of the fact that we are maintaining below this weekly level. Now, looking into gold. Gold is very interesting. Looking into our daily time frame right now, we are in a very bullish market structure, right? Actually, yes, we are in a very bullish market structure just because of the fact that you can see price getting out of this range right here, forming a new high, low, higher high, higher low, because we closed above structural level, higher high. Actually, no, we did break structure. Okay, yeah, I was like, okay, I know I saw gold selling off, but yes, we did break structure right here. You can see price basically closed below this structural level right here, which is showing the new lower low. So then coming back up, retesting previous weekly level of resistance, to then making the new lower high, to then I'm anticipating the next lower low. So with that being said, in short positions right now, looking into the 4-hour time frame, you can see resistance, 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 sloppiness, and we are just maintaining overall below this weekly level right here. So the biggest thing that I'm waiting for on gold is, yes, we are in a short position. I did call this out in my free Discord link down below. If you guys want to go ahead and join, you can. We caught about 2% on this move right here. Some people are still holding. I had my initial target set all the way down to, I believe this one was the one, 557 pips for 10%. So all the way down here is our initial target. I know there's a lot of individuals that are still holding this trade as we speak. We had a little bit of drawdown right here. Some people did get stopped at a break even. Some people took their profits at this specific TP right here. Everybody's different, but overall, we did make profit off of this signal. But looking into the trade setup alone, we did have some sort of a double top within our 4-hour time frame. You can see the left top, you can see the right top, and basically we cracked below the neckline. So the next thing that I could really wait for and want to look for in gold is for some sort of a bigger retracement back up to this level right here, because then we can go ahead and do a Fibonacci play looking into our 1-hour time frame. So looking right here, what do you see? Price is continuing on making this lower high, lower low, lower high, and then now we're making our lower low. So then price hitting some sort of retracement and or continuation back down to this level and giving us some sort of a retest. So continuing on, breaking past this zone, giving us a retest, and then continue back down all the way to the daily level for a potential scale-in entry or just taking an entry in general. Now, if price weren't to break below this level, I'd want to see price either come back up and give us a retracement to this level on our 4-hour time frame, which would be right here. It'd be retesting the neckline of our double top, and at the same time, obviously, if you look back at previous history, it'd be some sort of resistance. And if it's not that level and it cracks above, the next entry level I'd look at would be right up here, just because of the fact that if you see right here, we have some sort of a support level, resistance, resistance, some sort of sloppy resistance, and then looking back at previous history, you have more resistance, more support, and more resistance, right? So just waiting for some sort of retracement on gold as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this because I like my charts clean. But that's really the biggest thing that I'm going to be looking for on gold. Now looking into GU, I'm looking for the exact same thing. This was another trade that I did call out. Looking into our daily level, you can see price is continuously making lower lows and lower highs. We have our lower high, our lower low, our lower high, lower low, lower high, and notice how price made this lower high, and not only that, but a shooting star variation right here at a psychological level of 1.37500. So that basically gave me the incentive that I need to go ahead and sell as short or as quick as possible to this level as I can once that daily closed. And what did I do? I got in on the retracement of this candlestick right here, because after this candlestick formed, I was like, I'm going short as soon as I can whenever I get a steep retracement. I got the steep retracement all the way back up to here, and right now we are literally floating 58 pips into profit right now. We are about to approach our next TP level. So we're going to see what goes on with that. Looking into the 4-hour, you can see some sort of a double top formation. So all I'm waiting for is for price to come back up, give us a retest of the neckline to then continue back onto the downside. Not only would it continue to basically retest our neckline of our double top, but if I were to draw the Fibonacci, what would we line up with? Number one, we have a break and retest level, neckline, 50% to 38% fib extension. So that's basically my golden zone. So that's a lot of confluences all mixed together, which makes this a very, very high probability setup. I can see GU literally busting all the way down to this level right here if trend does want to continue, but obviously taking partial profits along the way will help you just secure the bag overall. But that's the biggest thing. If I were to swing this and leave runners, this would be my overall target right now. But as of now, I haven't closed any positions yet. So we're going to see where this takes me. I already have my stops at break even. I'm not too worried about this trade setup at all. But yeah, that's basically GU. I'm waiting for a retracement back up to this level. So if you guys want to set an alert somewhere around 1.37 thousand, that'd be the most optimal entry in my personal opinion. Now, looking into AU, this is another very interesting pair. Looking at where it's at now, price is basically forming higher lows and higher highs. If I were to want to sell AU, I'd want to see some sort of a break within this trend line right here and give us a retest of our psychological level to then continue back all the way down, because right now it just looks like it's forming some sort of an inverse flag pattern right here. As you guys know, if I were to measure out this leg right here, and I don't really trade flag patterns, but from my personal experience and what I've learned in the past is you basically draw out the leg that fell into the flag. You basically copy that trend line and move it down here. And considering I am very bullish on the dollar, me being bullish on the dollar means AU is basically going to melt. So that's the biggest thing that I'm going to be waiting for on AU. Just patience with this pair, just because of the fact that we are in some sort of an uptrend on the bigger time frames. Obviously forming higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we're getting there. Like I said, all I want is for some sort of a break within that structural level, potentially some sort of a 4-hour lower high, and then continuation. Maybe we can get something like this on the 4-hour time frame, coming back up, retesting psychological level, retesting resistance, and then possibly take an aggressive short all the way down to here. If I were to look into our hourly, what do we line up with? We line up with some sort of a Fibonacci extension. So from swing high to my swing low, we line up with golden zone literally right here, which would be the most ideal and optimal entry. And looking back at previous history, what do you see? Resistance, 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 support, support, resistance, resistance, support. So what is the probability that price literally just bust up above that level? Very unlikely. So if you guys do want to take very aggressive sell setups, just waiting for some sort of retracement back up to this specific ideal level, you can go ahead and do that. But that's basically the 4 pairs that I'm looking at for this week coming of January 16th all the way to January 21st Friday. Yeah, 21st Friday. So with that being said and done, hopefully you guys did get some value from this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below, comment down below what kind of video idea I should post next. And aside from that, be sure to subscribe to see any in future videos. And if you guys are not in the Discord, where I basically just engage with a lot of the members within the trading community, you guys can go ahead and join down below, where you guys can just ask me any questions. We can hop on any voice channels at all, where I can help you guys out in any way, shape, or form that I can. And aside from that, just be in a group of traders amongst traders, right? So with all of that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever time you're watching this. I'll see you on the next one.